Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm doing another foundation review and I haven't done one of these in ages. But I thought I would do one on this foundation as it's actually from MAC, and I know so many people like MAC foundations, but I actually tried it I think when I was maybe 17 or 18 and I used it on a couple of shoots as well, and I just didn't like it. It just didn't suit my skin, and I actually found the colours really orange based as well. And as you can see, I am very pale, so I don't need anything that is orange. I need it pretty much to match my skin, otherwise it just looks daft. But I think, I might be wrong, that MAC actually changed a lot of their shades a couple of years ago, and they added in a few, I think. I'm not sure, but there again, I've never seen this one before, but I've never looked at MAC for, well, since I was like 17, so that's like 10 years ago. I haven't looked. But I actually got a little sample of this and I actually found it suited my skin really well, so I went ahead and bought the real one. No, the full size one, not the real one, it was real. So this is the foundation. Obviously it's still in the box, I haven't even used it yet. And it's the Studio Fix Fluid with SPF 15, and I got NC 10, which I believe is the very lightest one that they do. So this is the colour inside. As you can see, just against my skin, it does look a little more orangey, but there again, I think most foundations do against me. But yeah, like I said, I think this is the lightest one. And I actually found when I tried it from the little sample that it was really good. So this is a 24-hour buildable full matte coverage foundation with oil and shine control. That's all good for me. The only thing I don't like about and then I've also got the pump here. That is the only thing that I don't like about MAC, is that you have to buy the pump separate. And I think this is about £5. Why can't they just put it in like all other foundations do? It would be so much better. But so this is the pump. Obviously you just take the lid off, put it in, and you're ready to go. It also means that it doesn't have a lid on the top, does it? Oh, it has like a little, like on it has like this little thing. Like sort of like a lid just for the pump. I've never seen that before. That is really unusual. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one side of my face with a brush and then this side with the sponge, just to see if it applies different with each, because some foundations apply so much better with brush and some with the sponge. So you can see what it looks like, how NC 10, that is it, and then you can just see how this foundation looks on my skin. So if you're pale like me, it might give you an idea on whether you should get it or not. So I've just zoomed you in a little bit so you get a bit of a better view. I have to say my skin is not looking its best right now, so I do apologise for that. So as you can see there, it does look a little orangey, but obviously it's not blended out. But I've got to say, I'm using the Spectrum B01 brush. I really like this for foundation. But as you see, it's just blending out so nicely. Like, it doesn't even look that different a colour on each side of my face, which is amazing. Like I said, being pale, it can be so hard to find a foundation that one has the right undertone and two isn't orange. I suppose that goes along with the undertone, but sometimes the undertones are just not right. They just don't work properly on my skin anyway. But it blends out so easily. So that is this side done. As you can see, you still see like the discoloration under my eyes a bit, but it has covered pretty much everything like quite easily. But like it says on the bottle, it is buildable. But that is the brush side, and I actually think it looks really good. It doesn't seem to go like streaky or anything. It's definitely buildable. You can see the difference there on my eyes. But yeah, that is that side. Beautiful look. Now I'm going to go into this side with the sponge. I always apply like little blobs with the finger just where I want it. I find it works so much easier than putting it like straight onto the sponge or the brush or anything like that. it just seems to be able to get it a lot more precise where I want it. And then the sponge I'm using is this one. It's from Superdrug. It's only like £1. It's like the cheapest one you can get, but I actually find them quite good. Straight away I can see that is it not as good coverage with the sponge, but we'll blend it all out, see how it looks. I can already tell you I prefer the other side. Like, the sponge just seems to be soaking it all up for some reason, and it doesn't normally happen with these sponges. They're normally quite good. But the foundation is quite, not watery, but I suppose quite loose. It's not really thick or anything like that, so I suppose that's really good for when you're trying to blend it into your skin. But the difference, you can't really see it on camera, but like here, you can just still see my skin through it. And like, you still see everything up here. I think I'm going to go over this with a brush because it's not looking great. So we can zoom in a bit so you can see. See what I see here? You can still see like marks on my skin. It's not really like covered anything. Whereas here, it's more canvas like. You can't see too much. It's very sponge, but not great. So I'm just going to put a bit more on and then blend that out with the brush. Definitely the brush is so much better than with a sponge, so that is something to bear in mind if you do try this, that it works better with the brush, as the sponge just seems to soak it up too much. This is how it looks on, and I actually really like it. Like, compared to my hand, that's actually a really good match. Oh, I'm sorry, I got it on my lips, but there we go. Yeah, it's just like, and you can see it against my neck as well. That is really good. I am very impressed with that colour match. And you can actually see that it has dried down to a matte as well. Doesn't look shiny anywhere. Bear in mind I have oily skin, which it's really impossible to get it to go matte at all. But this just seems to have worked. Like, it just seems to give like a natural glow just on my cheekbones, which I'm fine with because I put highlighter on anyway. So I'm now just going to do the rest of my makeup and I'll get back to you then and show you how it looks with everything on. I am not going to set this with powder, I'm just going to leave it as it is. So now I've just done my makeup, I will excuse for the crazy eyeshadow. It is for another video which you will see soon. But I'm so impressed with this foundation. It's just made my skin look so flawless. Everything is blended so easily into it and it's not gone patchy, it's not come off at all, which is amazing. But yeah, it just looks a very natural colour for me. Like, you can see the difference between my neck. There's hardly anything there. Like, against my hand as well. That is amazing. I find it so hard to find foundations and I'm so glad that now I've got another one that I can add in and use when I need to. But yeah, it's very comfortable to wear as well. Like, it doesn't feel heavy, it doesn't feel like it's clogging up my pores or anything like that. It just feels very nice, and it doesn't seem to go off my fingers either, so that is really good. So, especially considering that I haven't set it, I've not put any powder, I haven't used a setting spray or anything like that. It's literally just the foundation on my skin. So I'm very impressed. And I've been wearing this probably for about 2 hours now. And it doesn't seem to be breaking up, it doesn't seem to be going oily or shiny or anything. It looks like it stayed pretty matte. So yeah, I am very impressed with it. I think if I was wearing this all day long, I would probably use the setting spray, but that's just because of my skin. I know what it's like and it works better with that. Considering there's nothing on, I am very impressed, and especially with that shade match as well. So if you are very pale skinned, you are very fair toned, I would definitely recommend trying NC10 in the MAC Studio Fix Fluid. I also love that it's got SPF 15 as well. That is really good. So yeah, I think that's about it about this foundation. If you would like to know anything else about it, then please let me know in the comments. I will answer any questions you have. I think that's about all I can say really about it, apart from I am very, very impressed, and I actually love this shade colour against me. So I hope you liked this video and hope it gave you a little more information about it. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you soon in another video. Bye!